So it looks like we might have a chance to possibly bring Davante Adams over here to Las Vegas.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
According to Packers GM Brandin, he says that he does not want to use the franchise tag on Davante Adams. And when asked if the Packers would let Davante Adams walk in free agency, he simply said, yeah, possibly. There's a lot of things to be determined here. I mean, the Packers have not used their franchise tag since 2010. So with that being said, if the Packers do let Davante Adams walk in free agency, what would the Raiders be willing to do to possibly bring him over here to Las Vegas? We already know how much Derek Carr wants to play with Davante Adams and vice versa. But like I've said before, it's easier said than done. I know that there has been numbers floating around of Derek Carr's contract extension being worth up to $35 to $40 million. And at that point, you could kiss that reunion goodbye. But if Derek Carr was to take a cut down to $28 to $30 million, then that could possibly get the job done. JT the Brick of Raidernation Radio have come on record to say that he believes that the Raiders' chances to acquire Davante Adams are better than any other team in the NFL, saying, I think the Raiders are in play. More so than any team because of the recruiting capability of Josh McDaniels as the play caller and Derek Carr as the quarterback. In Las Vegas, having no state taxes, when you do a deal like that, it's a big deal. The difference of millions of dollars potentially in state taxes. If the Raiders want to get Davante Adams, it's because Aaron Rodgers is going to be walking and Davante Adams is not going to want to stick around in Green Bay. With that being said, I don't think it'll be hard for the Raiders to persuade Davante Adams to come over here. But I feel like the biggest issue would be his asking price. $30 million a year is a lot of money. That's a steep price for any team. But I do feel like if Derek Carr got to sit down and talk with Davante Adams, I feel like they could possibly work something out. Because we all know how deadly that connection could be over here in Las Vegas.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
The Raiders are sitting on $20 million in cap space right now. With the Derek Carr extension on the way and multiple players being re-signed next year, it's going to be kind of crazy to see how everything pans out. But the Raiders could possibly clear up close to another $20 million in cap space if they were to cut either Corey Littleton, Nick Kwiatkowski, or Carl Nassib post June 1st. And that way, we would have more money to spend this offseason. Now, if the Raiders do not hit on the Davante Adams sweepstakes, no worries, because there's plenty fishes in the sea. Another name that has been brought up numerous times over and over and over again has been Chicago Bears wide receiver Allen Robinson. His talents have definitely been wasted in Chicago these past couple of years, but just imagine that DC to Robinson connection.
My neck and my back.
He may not be the fastest guy on the field, but he's a physical wide receiver that poses a huge threat in the red zone. Kind of like a Michael Crabtree, and hey, we know how that panned out for us. Robinson is a year younger than Davante Adams and would be much cheaper at $16 million a year. In 2021, he did have a down year, but prior to that, in 2020, Robinson tallied 102 receptions for 1,250 yards and 6 touchdowns, and that's with Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And that just goes to show you how talented of a wide receiver Allen Robinson is. But another option that has grown onto me these past couple of weeks has been the idea of acquiring wide receiver Brandin Cooks from the Houston Texans. The new regime has history with Cooks and their time in New England, and he could definitely provide a spark in the receiver room alongside of Renfro, Edwards, and possibly a rookie wide receiver. One thing about Cook is no matter where he plays, no matter who is the quarterback, he's going to still find a way to go out there and be successful. In 2021, with Taylor and Mills at quarterback, he recorded 90 receptions for 1,037 yards and 6 touchdowns, averaging a career high 16.6 yards per reception. Brandin Cooks would be a great option that wouldn't cost much. If the Raiders want to bring him in, they would only pay him $8.7 million this year, but it would be a 1-year rental before his contract is up and he would be due a contract extension. At that point, I feel like the Raiders could possibly acquire Brandin Cooks for no more than a 4th round pick, and at that price, I'd be willing to pay. Cooks would definitely fit this offense here in Las Vegas, especially with Derek Carr slinging him the rock. And if we don't go in that direction, then we have plenty of options, especially in free agency. You got guys like Juju Smith, Christian Kirk, DJ Chark, Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, so on and so forth. This just goes to show to you guys that the Raiders have plenty of options to surround Derek Carr with talents, especially at the receiver position. So with that being said, Raider Nation, what are your thoughts? Who would you guys want to bring here in Las Vegas? Which option would you go in? Would you go in and pay the big bucks and say, fuck it, go all in and get Davante Adams to bring him to Las Vegas? Or would you guys go trade for a guy like Allen Robinson or maybe a Brandin Cooks, or just take your chances in free agency or in the NFL draft? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit that like button. If this is the very first time you come across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoff. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy the layoff.